And of course, we'll be taking you outside to look at your weather. We'll have low clouds and fog tomorrow morning. It'll be sunny by the afternoon. And then, of course, your weekend weather. We'll have all that for you coming up. June, even the warmer spots tend to climb into the 80s, but still, we're not there, not this week anyway. Maybe towards the latter part of well, actually the weekend into next week is when we're actually going to see temperatures actually warm up, but they may get another round of snow in the mountains, in the Sierras again this week. In the meantime, though, let's talk about holding steady. Let's go ahead and take a look at that marine layer that's going to develop as we take a look at the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, we are going to be in the fog, right smack in the thick of it. In fact, tomorrow it's going to be thicker than we had today, maybe making it all the way into our valley, San Gabriel Valley, San Fernando Valley, because again, we are going to see that June gloom really take hold. And in fact, we're going to see it on and off through the weekend. So expect that, but you will have some by the afternoon. In terms of temperatures overnight, we're looking at 57 degrees in Santa Monica, 56 in Hollywood. At Lancaster, Palmdale, we're looking at low 50s as well. And as we swing around and take a look at the Inland Empire, we are going to see temperatures in the 50s there as well. 7-day forecast is going to pan out like this. Again, we're going to see clouds in the morning, sunshine by the afternoon. Temperatures are going to stay below average. Remember, this time of year, we're right around 77, 78 degrees in downtown LA. Tomorrow, only 71, 73. As we take a look at Thursday, we're going to see more of that onshore flow, so temperatures will cool down. Remember, when we get winds from the Pacific towards the mountains, cooler air brings cooler temperatures, and that's why we're going to remain in the low 70s. And then by Tuesday, remember I said we'll see a little bit of warming. Tuesday is when we're going to see temperatures in the mid 70s. In the Inland Empire, upper 70s the next couple of days. In fact, the next 3 days, going to be breezy, especially along the mountains and the passes. And then as we start off next week, we're looking at 74 degrees on Monday. And that's a look at your 7-day forecast. The rest of your complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Micah, we'll be taking a look at the weather outside. We have mostly clear skies. It was a little bit foggy to start. Tomorrow we'll see an increase in the fog. We'll see more sunshine in the afternoon. And what about the temperatures? And of course, your 7-day. I'll have all that for you coming up. You know what? It inspires you to get in the gym. Good evening, everyone. As we take a look outside, take a look at this. Joe from News Center put this camera up for me because I was talking about that marine layer and how it's going to redevelop. You can already see from our Mount Wilson camera that those low clouds are starting to trickle in from the coast onshore, and they're going to get thicker and they're going to move into our valleys like the San Gabriel Valley and the San Fernando Valley. In the meantime, what did we do over downtown Los Angeles today? Well, had a 74-degree sound. The average this time of year is right around 78, so we weren't quite there, but I think it was a nice day. Not a whole lot to complain about. As we take a look at the current temperatures outside right now, we're looking at 71 degrees over Burbank, 66 in Santa Ana, Chino 72, and Oxnard 65 degrees for you. On the satellite radar, here's what we can expect. Here's an area of high pressure. Here's another one, but guess what? The jet stream is going to kind of block them out, and over the next several days, we are going to see a series of low pressure systems make their way into the region. We're going to see that stronger northwesterly flow that's going to bring cooler temperatures because it's going to be pulling air out of the Pacific Northwest, which tends to be a little bit cooler. We're also going to see more cloud cover from that marine layer, blocking the sun out, keeping temperatures cooler as well because we'll have less sunshine. So overall, we are going to see that typical June gloom pattern. It's what we expect this time of year. All right, temperatures in the Inland Empire in the upper 70s, 78 in Hemet, 78 in Riverside, Wrightwood 70 exactly for you. And as we head out towards the Irvine, exactly the same there at 70 degrees. Along the coast, temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s, anywhere from 68 in Santa Barbara to 66 all the way south in Newport Beach. San Clemente, not going to be much different than that. As we head a little further inland, we're talking low 70s, 72 in El Monte, 71 in Burbank, 77 in Newhall, and Lancaster and Palmdale, right around 80 degrees. And you are going to see temperatures go up and down as we get a little bit of a high pressure and then we go back down towards low. Orange County coastline, here's a look at your 7-day. In fact, not just Orange County, but up and down the coast. We're going to see temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, 66 for Wednesday, 65 on Thursday with a little bit more sunshine. Don't forget, we'll have sunny conditions by the afternoon, but a little bit cloudy in the morning to start. Over the week, you want to go out for a hike, a run, anything like that, you'll have great conditions for that. All right, that's a look at your 7-day forecast. Michael will be right back. All right, and switching gears, let's go ahead and take a look outside from our Mount Wilson camera. You can see that that marine layer has retreated over the Pacific, but not to worry, Mother Nature is not going to disappoint. In fact, we will see that marine layer redevelop once again tomorrow morning, and it is going to be rather dense and rather rather thick. And in fact, you probably won't see any clearing until the latter part of the afternoon. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the current temperatures. We're looking at 62 degrees over Long Beach, 61 in Palmdale, 63 as we take a look at Riverside, and 61 in Oceanside. We will see some afternoon clearing in the valley areas and a little bit further inland, but it looks like the coast is mainly going to stay a little gray. And speaking of overnight redevelopment and the temperatures, let's talk about what we're going to fall to tonight. We're looking at 50 degrees in Woodland Hills, 52 in Simi Valley, 49 in Ojai. As we head out towards the Inland Empire, we're looking at 53 in Pomona, 56 in El Monte, and 54 as we swing towards Anaheim. And along the Inland Empire, temperatures are going to be in the low 50s as well. Hemet 50 degrees exactly for you, 52 in San Bernardino. At the higher elevations like Wrightwood, we're looking at 42 degrees. And let's take a look at Palm Springs because it's always a little bit warmer there. We're looking at 62 degrees there, but in Big Bear, 37. All right, we'll have the rest of the forecast coming up in just a moment. Guys, back to you.
All right, Vera.
Great weather picture, by the way. We have some lenticular clouds too. A whole lot of marine layer. In fact, that marine layer has mainly retreated over the Pacific, but it's going to crawl back along the coast tomorrow morning. And in fact, it's going to make it inland as well into our valleys. 74 was the high over downtown Los Angeles. The average this time of year is 78, so slightly below. But tomorrow's actually going to be a little bit cooler as we get that area of low pressure start to move into the region. Right now, it's 64 degrees in Burbank, 60 for Santa Ana, 59 in Chino, and 60 in Oxnard. And that barometer is starting to rise overnight, but it will fall again tomorrow. As we go ahead and take a look at the satellite radar picture, here's a ridge of high pressure, and here's the jet stream. And you can see that the jet stream is basically blocking the ridge out and is allowing these areas of low pressure to move in. This is the one that's going to move in tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday into Thursday. Behind this one is going to be that one, and that one is going to trek in over the weekend. And believe it or not, that's not the last of them. There's actually one more that is going to filter in the early part of next week. So again, we're going to keep this pattern for the next several days. We are going to see minor fluctuations, a little up, a little down by 2 degrees here, 3 degrees there, but that's really about it. 78 will be the high over Riverside tomorrow. Likewise in Hemet, 94 in Palm Springs, 77 in Ontario, Irvine, 70 on the button for you, 71 in Burbank. Along the coast, we're looking at mostly upper 60s, between 66 and 69 degrees, 80 in Lancaster and Palmdale. On the 7-day forecast, we are going to see winds for the Inland Empire, especially along the mountains and the deserts. Temperatures will stay in the upper 70s until Sunday, and then we'll drop it down to 74, and then we'll keep it at 74 through at least Monday, and then 75 on Tuesday. Looking at the LA coastal basin, this is for Los Angeles and Orange County. Again, anywhere close to the coast there, we are looking at below average temperatures the next several days. We are going to see that increase in the onshore flow. We're going to see mostly cloudy skies, and then we're going to look at sunshine in the afternoon.